Economies of scale and international trade. How does international trade happen under the assumption of economies of scale and increasing returns to scale, right? So this is what we're going to do in this chapter, and the reference is Salvatore chapter 6. When you have increasing returns to scale, mutually beneficial trade can take place even when two nations are perfectly alike, right? So when increasing returns to scale is there, mutually beneficial trade can take place even when two nations are perfectly alike. Right? Now, if you remember, if two nations were perfectly alike, Heckscher-Ohlin model could not explain the trade. I mean, it cannot explain the basis how a mutually beneficial trade could take place under that. Now, this type of trade, not explained, by a Heckscher-Ohlin model, right? Now, the point is that there is a mutually beneficial trade which can take place under IRS assumption, okay, even if two nations are perfectly alike. That's what we're going to see in this chapter. Now, if two nations are perfectly alike, then what can you do is you can use a single production frontier. You can use single production frontier, and you can also use single indifference map. You can use single indifference map for both nations. For both nations, you can use single production frontier, and you can use single indifference map for both nations. Right. Now, if that is the case, how mutually beneficial trade is going to take place? Note that with IRS assumption, production frontiers are going to be convex from origin. What happened when you have constant opportunity cost? Okay, in that case you have a straight line production frontier. Constant opportunity cost results from the assumption of constant returns to scale, right? When you have increasing opportunity cost, you have a concave shaped production frontier. This is what we have seen in our earlier recordings, and this is flowing from decreasing returns to scale assumption. When you have increasing returns to scale assumption, you have decreasing costs, right? And this gives rise to a production frontier which is convex from origin, right? Okay. Now with identical production frontiers and indifference map, The no trade equilibrium, relative commodity price in the two nations will also be identical. So you have